Morning all. How are we today? I know how I am. I'm very well. Oh, we had a very peaceful night. I shall show you where we had a very peaceful night. Ramsey's out doing his morning ablutions. Pan you round. Hey Panu! That's the backdrop to where we were last night. And that is where we are. I'm going to cover my eyes now, that sun's really bright again. This is, I don't know, I think this is nearly 10 days of sunshine I've had. I think, I can't remember, I'm losing track of time to be honest. Let's have a walk up here, Rambo. Come on, fella. Rambo. Maybe he's not coming out this morning. He's come back in the van. Says I've had enough of that. Oh dear. Looks like someone's tried to get on the boggy bit. I bet they had a harder time getting off it. There was one other van here last night. There was a small auto trail motorhome. And they parked in this bit right up here. All this is, to be fair, is a lay-by. It's off of one of the main roads in Skye. I ain't going to tell you which one. But it has this rock there, separating it from the road, which makes it very private. Now, you don't have to park on the roady part of the lay-by. In fact, you can't because you'll be blocking it. But there are two spots for motorhomes or camper vans, whatever. And the motorhome went on this one with the rock on it, look. That's plenty big enough for them. They were just off the road. Oh dear, someone's tried to get a bit further off the road than they should have done again, look. Maybe they succeeded, I don't know. It was a frosty morning. Oh no. There's some right old diggings there. Let's have a look. Oop. Yeah, well. That's what you get when you try and improve your view more than what you've already got. So the first thing we got to do is tidy this bit of a pig hole up. The state I left that in last night. So I got dishes to do. I've got things to put away. I've got batteries to charge. I got him to play with on my bed. He made a right mess of it this morning. I have made this bed once. But of course Rambo's come along and had different ideas about it altogether. One of these days we'll do a van tour for you so you can see exactly how my van works. And for a very small space that it is, it works very, very well. Right, to the chores. And as if by magic, it's all cleared up. We've had our breakfast and we shall be making our way very shortly. Incidentally, this little thing, this shrubbery, doesn't normally come with me. The only reason it's in here is because I didn't want it to die while I was away from the boat for a month, because it would have done. So it's travelling around and we'll see if it gets back or not. It's been knocked off a few times. I do keep it on the floor when I'm driving, but hey ho, there we go. Well guys, we left the Isle of Skye. We're now looking over Loch Carron. And in the distance you can see the Red Peak, you can see Beg Mountain, Grey Mountain and Wellington's Nose from right back to left. And you can also see a salmon farm, or at least I'm assuming it's a salmon farm. There are round net containers within the loch there. We are on a sea loch, even though we're quite high up. That obviously is quite a long way down. And that mountain right over there is the Isle of Skye. We're not too far from the Isle of Skye, but where we are heading is to a little beach apparently with pink sand. We've just pulled over to a place called Strathcarron, and that is the Strathcarron Hotel. And the reason I pulled over is because it appears to be An interesting old railway station here. So we're going to go and have a look. Rambo! 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 Rambo's more interested in the walkers. This way! So here we are. Strathcarron Railway Station. I followed the railway line pretty much all the way down here, apart from the hilly bits where obviously the railway line either goes in tunnels or something else. Here we go, look. So, I wonder where it goes to. Oh, Inverness at the moment. Lots of names I can't pronounce and some I can. But it's ending up at Inverness, which we may well end up ourselves around Inverness at some point. Just have a little walk along here. Sometimes interesting just to go places like this, just a little bit different, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. There's a good view. Turn you around and have a look at this bridge. I'm going to do both sides. There's a lot of salt on the road here. I'm not sure about that on Rambo's feet. If he starts licking his feet with this salt on him, it's not good for him. Anyway, there we go. Here's the way out. I don't think we're going to see a train. So I found a pretty interesting little place by the looks of it. Looks like an old abandoned church. With an old oh, there we go, Loch Carron Old Burial Ground. Rambo, come here. There we go. Wow. Walk around here in the dark, eh? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Sitmuir. Okay, there's an old burial ground as well. Isn't that just a thing of beauty? Can you hear Rambo? He's not the thing of beauty, although he is quite a thing of beauty. Let's have a look at this fella. James Mackenzie, mariner from Janettown, Janettown, who died on the 2nd of June in 1857, aged 47 years. Crikey, he wasn't very old, was he? Come on, Rambo. Just want to take you up here. I've just spotted so many snowdrops, hundreds of them. I'm not going to walk on them. Look at that. All round there. The sound of the birds is quite pretty as well. Goodness me, this is an old dilapidated church, I can only imagine. Let's go in. Oh, there's nothing the other side. Well, there was. There's some birds. There's the old outer walls. There clearly was a much bigger wall in here. Sorry, on the other side, that was clearly closed in and roofed. Oddly enough, I don't quite understand this, but there is a gravestone inside. How these stones are constructed, look, it's just dry stone. There's no mortar in it at all. As you come lower down, there is some pointing. I imagine it's just limestone pointing. It's just grit. It's just shaly grit, look, you can pull it out. We won't do too much of it because we don't want to damage it, says he. It don't look as if it's long before this is going to come down, does it? This old stone lintel is all that's holding what's left of this bit of a wall up. Just thought I'd do us a quick panorama of the top of Lake Carron here. It's one of them days where you keep stopping and starting. You keep driving because this is all new to me. This is way off of the tourist routes of Scotland. This is right out on the on the western side of the Highlands. It's not a tourist route at all, and that's pretty much why I'm up here, because I want to explore somewhere very different. Shall I say it? What am I going to say? There you go, phenomenal. There we go, in the van. A quick panorama. This is going across Applecross Pass. It is quite magnificent, it really is. Yeah, right, you can see how high up we are because we're almost level with them mountains. And we've still got a long way to go up that winding road there. But I've got to be pretty quick about this because we're actually parked in a passing place. And I don't like doing it because it really annoys the locals, and I understand why. Stop. Not sure about the sound quality on this because my microphone's just died. How's that for a frozen waterfall? That is solid ice waterfall. That is amazing. Look at that. I've been seeing this waterfall, not just this one, but down here where we've just come from. I will show you. Just bear with me. You can see everything's solid up here. It is solid. Look, all up there, and all of the way up here. I've got to be careful where I'm walking because a lot of this is just pure. Oh, there you go, over there. Look at that for a view. Absolutely incredible. This is the road we've just been coming up. It's a spectacular route. A lovely hairpin bends up here now. There's another load of water cascading down there. Look, well, it was. It's not. It's ice. We are heading, chapesses, guys and dolls. We're heading to the beach, to the so-called pink sands of the beach. Rambo has decided to bring his ball out with him. on the vain hope that he thinks that I'm going to kick it. Of course, Rambo would be wrong. It's a lovely backdrop, isn't it? To wherever it is we're going. Apparently it's a 5-minute walk to the beach, and I'm suggesting that we turn left here, and it's down there somewhere. I can't tell whether it's pink sands or not because I've got sunglasses on, because the sun's been beautiful again today. Now, I think that what we're looking at, those mountains, are the mountains that we've come from this morning. I think it's Skye. I will have to look on the map, but we've just come across the Applecross path, and it really is an absolutely amazing pass. If you only ever get a chance to do that once in your life, I really do suggest that you do it. There was a campsite down at a place called Applecross. Now, I also think that Applecross is on the NC 500 route, which I wasn't aware of because I've done the NC 500. I must have missed this stretch out. I do know that I got to Ullapool, and I think I'd had enough driving by then, and so I went back across to Inverness. So maybe that's why I missed this stretch out. Well, here we are down at the beach. I'm not sure how good this quality of sound's going to be because for some reason the mic has stopped working. It may have to be overdubbed. But here we are down on the pink sanded beach, and I can pretty much assure you it's not pink. Not that I can see anyway. What do you think? There's Ramsey's ball. Look, Ramsey, he's on. We'll take him down to the shoreline and see if he wants to go and have a little dip. I popped up to these little rocks up here to see if there's anything to eat. I was hoping maybe there might be some mussels. There aren't. There's a few limpets. These are limpets. For anyone that doesn't know what a limpet is, they're not. You can eat them. They're not very good eating. There's a lot of razor clam shells about. There's one. Look. They'll be buried in the sand. I can't walk along here because it's all green, and I know what'll happen. I'll go arse over whatnot, because it's really, really slippery. So what I'm doing is trying to walk along the shoreline a bit, take you into this funny looking structure. I've got a feeling it must be animals. They corral the animals up in there. Come through. Another one there. Come through here. There's another one. This is the front of that building. There's a crab pot there, look. Shame there's no crabs in it. I'll show you how that works in a minute. There's a double there. Let's get in. So, I wonder whether it might be a pothy. But it's not. There's no whiskey barrel here that's been collecting the water. It's even got a peg in it, look. Even got the old peg in there. Rambo's decided to make a nice row. That's enough, Rambo, thank you. Go, just get out of it, Rambo, please. It's got an eco roof, look. I'll show you how they do this crab pot. So this bit here, they put bait in at the bottom there of the pot. This is all closed in. No, this is obviously not because the nets are all broken, but the nets aren't sewing all back together. This net one's putting back up properly on the front, and then what happens is the crabs crawl in after the bait through there, through that hole in the side, and it narrows if you look, and they can't get back out again. a clever way of catching them. When you look at the sand from up here, the wet part actually has a pink tinge to it, or at least it does through my sunglasses. I think it has got a very slight pink tinge to it. That's probably the makeup of the shells. I just want to show you the layer of peat there. There. Look, you pull at it. It's soft. Well, that's it for this week, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Join us again next week where we continue our voyage over the Western Highlands of Scotland. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.